We should be, hopefully we're live on X. I got a red dot on TikTok, a red dot. So by the looks of it, we connected to everything. So that's a fucking plus. Let me see if I can connect to Yep, I got connected to the TikTok chat there. So let me pull up TikTok over here. Activate that source. All right, so now TikTok chat should pull up on the screen when people are talking to us. In a perfect world, this is how it should work. Let's activate Twitch. All right, we're going to activate Kick. All right, let's see. Please activate Facebook now. Facebook, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see Facebook chat. X, let's see if X works. The broadcast has ended. No, it fucking hasn't. All right, let me stop X. Go to settings. Sign into X. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's telling me the broadcast has ended. Are we showing live on X?
Let me look real quick.
If we are, just may have to sign back into X.
You are not live on X.
I'm not live on X. All right. What's going on, Mindy? How are you?
At JC_Christopher_hey.
Oh, shit. I got to shut that off.
Hey, Mindy.
Yep. I got to shut that off. We are in the podcast. We are not in the, there we go. Let's see. Rumble, we should be live on. Find and activate Rumble. All right. So it looks like Rumble's working.
At JC_Christopher_ you have just reached level
Son of a bitch.
3.
JC, thank you for the heart me. I hear those fireworks, dude, and I got PTSD from those fucking fireworks, I tell you.
You should get
230 for 1,566,448.
Yeah, no, TTS. Thanks, Mindy, for telling me that TTS needs to be shut off. I thought in podcast mode TTS was. There we go. TTS is now shut off. Thank you, Mindy.
So how does that work? Do you have to type something in to make it talk, or?
I just activate it on my end, and yeah, you could type whatever you want in the chat, and it'll read it out.
And then anybody types anything, and it just reads it out.
Yeah. All right, so that's all working now. I got Twitch, Kick, Facebook. You said that X wasn't working though.
Do my posts show up when I comment in your stuff?
I see it. Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah, it popped up on the screen.
There's a bunch of times it does. Okay. Oh, it shows up on here too.
Yeah, so you guys should be able to see it pop up on the screen. Yeah, that's how I got to sit. It pops up and disappears. So I figured that's a good way. That's one of the new things we've added to the stream.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna just double check on Facebook to see if Facebook works.
Where's I thought we were supposed to have a fourth contester here.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten back to me about it, so he's not on here. So I didn't set it up. You know how Zach is.
Fucking Zach, dude.
So it don't look like we're live on.
That's all right. JC's more fun anyway.
JC is absolutely more fun than Zach. JC actually talks. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're live. Oh wait, yeah, we are right here. Okay, so we're live on Facebook. No, Facebook. Let me just type in. Got it. I'm just gonna type in test in the Facebook, see if Facebook shows. What's going on, everybody? Please bear with me. I'm trying to get our Facebook and everything else going. JC needs to get a green screen now. JC's got a decent little background. I wouldn't say he needs a green screen.
He doesn't fall out every time we go live, so
right.
I'm all right with that.
All right, so we're gonna. Facebook only seems to be the biggest issue that I'm having. Real quick, I see our video here. Let me go to comment sections. As long as I mute our video, we don't got sound.
Andrew Tate is running for the UK Prime Minister position.
Yeah,
Is he really?
I saw that today.
That is fucking hilarious.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Islam, but that dude would be funny as hell if he became the isn't he Muslim or something like that? I think he's something like that.
I think so. What's going on, Jennifer?
I don't know.
You
That
don't
would
know?
be I think it'd be funny because how much shit he talks.
Right?
I mean, just for like sheer entertainment value, I would love to see it.
Absolutely. Now all I gotta do is find out.
Everybody would be doing push-ups, smoking cigars, and drinking bourbon.
So all I'm gonna do now is test our chat over here to make sure this works. Let's see. We're gonna test out. Nice. Okay. So we're able to see Twitch chat, Facebook chat, YouTube chat.
And you are live on X now.
We are live on X now. All right. Let me see if I
It's
can get.
funny. The video quality that I see on X is better than what I see on my screen here.
Yes.
With this.
And so is TikTok.
Is it?
huh?
Yeah. You guys are gonna get a better video quality over there.
Okay.
So all I'm doing now is I gotta log into X real quick.
Interesting.
So let me 1 second here. Let me log into X. Oh, you son of a bitch! I don't even know my X password.
So why is the video quality on this thing of lower quality than?
You're asking the wrong person, Gary.
Well, you're the producer. You're supposed to know these things.
Yeah, well, it fucking. I don't fucking know.
Fly by night producer over here.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
So Mark,
Listen.
tell them about the pagan.
I will in 1 second, JC. I am trying to make sure we can see the rest of our chat, JC. I mean, I told y'all about the pegging. Why don't you tell them about the pegging while I figure out this damn
Mark
chat
likes
shit?
to get pegged.
Oh, you know it. All the fucking time.
The longer the better.
I'm losing so sidetracked of what I'm trying to type here because you assholes.
in both phallical symbols and time.
Dear
I want
God.
to say the 70-second one.
Fuck
yeah.
you. We are not going for that one. That one will suck.
Hey,
All
I
right.
mean, someone's got to pay for it.
Oh, dear God. Give me 1 second here.
I just want to watch.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. 70 seconds to get my fucking face pelted.
Face pelted by pegging.
Yeah, face pelted by
Balls
pegging.
deep,
Use your
baby.
words.
Dear God. All right, y'all. We are almost all set. I'm just making sure we can see the rest of our chat here. Give me 1 second for Twitter. We're about ready. Well, X, I should say. It's not Twitter. It's X. But I have to re-log in, so that's what's taking me a minute here. And I don't know all my freaking passwords and shit by heart. All right. So now we're signed into X. Gary, if you're able to do me a favor, go on to the X and I'm going to activate the source and go in there and just type something in the video chat on X.
I'm on X right now.
Okay. Go onto the video and then type something within the video just to see if the video chat will show. It might take a second.
Okay, so I have to refresh this, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I can't type anything on here.
You can't. It
Oh,
should be
chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Type something in the chat there on X. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get everything started here in just a moment. Bear with us. I know y'all, this is all new to us, like this, the whole new layout. So, Ryu Kajan, thank you so much for the heart, my man. You sent your X chat?
I typed it on the X chat on the right hand side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing the chat over there. Give me 1 second. Let me I wonder if it's even going to the right chat thing. We might not be able to see X, and that's fine. If I can't see X, I'll just fucking I ain't gonna be worried about it. Good evening, my man. Good evening. All right, y'all. So let me we'll just check Rumble and then we're gonna get the show started. As long as we can say majority of the chat, I can go back and respond to the X's later.
Can you see what I said on X just without
I
this particular platform?
cannot now.
Oh.
All right, let's see. Rumble. All right, Rumble's even working. All right, so X is the only one I don't see the chat on. Which, whatever. We got every other platform, so I'm down to just work with this. All right. So before I press the record button over here, that I'm going to actually remember to record and get the show started, let me just first and foremost publicly announce that I hate JC and Gary tonight. They both suggested that I allow you guys to peg me with ping pong balls on TikTok. So because of that, the way this is going to roll out tonight is this. I have left the pegging on. Well, hold on. Actually, the pegging is not fully on yet. Let me turn on the pegging real quick. All right, so the pegging is on. And the way the pegging works is as follows.
Mark grabs his ankles.
Oh, you know it. And I bend right on over, baby. Right on over. So any TikTok gift that's $2.99 up to $500 will be 10.1 seconds of ping pong ball machine throwing ping pong balls at my face. Anything 500 and over is 15.1. Anything 10,000 diamonds or more, which is an interstellar and up, will literally go for just a minute and a half of ping pong balls shooting straight at the side of my face. This is going to happen throughout the podcast. This is what y'all got. Fuck my life. This is only because JC and Gary, we were on a phone call the other day and they both said, oh no, you got to have it on. And then of course, something we talked about in the chat earlier. And someone said that may go viral.
Yeah,
So-
Mark getting pegged live
During a podcast show, trying to do a serious podcast. Try doing a serious podcast.
I mean, that's usually an
and get pegged.
OnlyFans thing, but Mark's willing to break it in here on TikTok.
That's it. That's what we're going to fucking do. Dear God. All right, TikTok. I'm going to open it up so I can see y'all on the iPad as well. In case we get bananaed on TikTok, I won't know unless I actually have the iPad opened up. All right. I think we're fucking ready. The Mark G Show intro. All right. JC, I don't even think he's even heard the intro song. Hey, there goes JC's wife. Everybody make sure everybody says hi to her.
Is it a stupid intro, the new one?
Yeah, the one you don't like? Fucking right it is.
Damn, dude. This fool.
And listen, shut up. It ain't that fucking prog hip-hop crap.
Prof.
Whatever. Prog, pog, frog. It's all the fucking same.
I hate you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the fucking show started.
G show, time to unload. Mike in his hand, got the stories explode. Gary G flexing, JC chasing. We breaking down news while your mind stays racing. It's the Mark G show, let's go, let's go. Hot takes, raw breaks, every topic explodes. It's the Mark G show, don't miss, don't scroll. Turn it up, lock in, lose control. It's the Mark G show. Let's go, let's go. Hot takes, raw breaks, every topic explodes. It's the Mark G show, don't miss, don't scroll. Turn it up, lock in, lose control.
Conspiracies twisting, headlines ripping, no topic slipping, straight facts we're spitting. Buckle up tight, let the chaos ignite.
It's the Mark G show.
We go all night. Real talk, raw truth. This is the Mark G show. Let's go.
Let's go.
There we go. Let's go. Gary don't like it.
I didn't even hear it.
You didn't even
Let him
hear
play
it?
it.
Oh,
Didn't play on
really?
my end. Yeah.
Interesting. It played on my
Like, I
end.
don't know if you heard, like, I had to turn up my TikTok to see if it was actually playing, because I don't
Oh, was
hear
it playing at TikTok?
It was,
Oh.
yeah. I tried to listen on X, but the delay is like 30 seconds. So
You know what it is? Yeah, because I have to set it for the screen share shit. That's why you guys couldn't hear it. So, yeah, you're not going to be able to see, Gary. Look at that. You don't like it. So, the good news is you don't have to hear it. See, you're saved.
Good.
You are blessed and you don't have to
other
hear the
good
new
news is
intro.
Mark G is the worst host ever.
Shut up. Listen. I'm saving myself $50 by dropping EV Mux out and doing this straight through OBS. It's a learning experience. You give me some more time learning how to do this audio shit and I'll get it, okay? I didn't go to college for this shit. I'm self-learning over here.
You didn't go to college.
I didn't go to college for shit. That's what I'm saying. Okay? I'm self-learning over here, okay? Learning
what
how
you
to
go
do
learn
producing.
tonight?
What's
You know
that?
what you gonna learn tonight? How to get pegged.
Oh yeah. No, we are not. We are not going to learn how to get pegged tonight. It's not
Yeah, so
happening.
just to
You keep
reiterate,
that. You need to give that
throw
phone to your
him-
wife. You need to give
throw him
that
a
phone to
couple
your
of
wife.
bucks, he gets pegged. And he likes it.
And he
No.
likes
Balls to the face. He likes it.
it. He will
No.
scream your name.
I will probably tell them to fuck off numerous times, but ain't gotta learn. What do you mean gotta learn how to spell? What did I spell wrong?
Spell run.
RUN. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Fuck y'all. All right. Anyways, welcome into the show, everybody. Let me get a couple of things out of the works before we get talking. Everything that you will be hearing on the show tonight are the views and the opinions of myself, the guest on the show, Gary and JC, and as well as anybody else that we may eventually have on the show. I'm doubting it will be tonight, but these are the views and opinions of ourselves. Do with the information as you please. And as always, do your own research. And this show is for entertainment purposes only. Hopefully that saves us from getting a ban. So let me introduce some people over here. We got my brother from another mother. That's right. His name is Gary. Gary, what's going on, my man?
I don't know, Mark. You are keeping us on our toes by not knowing what the hell's going on.
I told you everything that we're going to be talking about tonight. So don't you fucking go there. You know exactly what the hell we're talking about tonight.
For a change.
For a change, yes.
Took 2.5 years, but you finally are starting to prep. Not bad.
Right, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Trying to make the show better, so fuck off. we also got the man, the legend himself, the guy who loves going out hunting and getting himself his own meat. We got JC down there, y'all. JC, what's happening, my man?
Man, not much, brother. I'm ready to get this started. I actually did some research.
Did you do some research? Because when I was having you listen to that video there, you seemed like what?
Well, I couldn't hear it.
You
Oh,
bullshit.
No, I didn't get to watch that video. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know the real deeps. You did see the numbers on how much we're paying Al Qaeda and ISIS, though.
Yeah. I did.
Dude.
Crazy.
That is crazy. Well, let's talk about something that everybody's been watching quite closely, though. Let's start with, what do you want to start with, Vegas, or do you want to start with Louisiana first?
I can start with Louisiana.
Louisiana, okay, because I mean that one.
That
So
one
you're,
happened first anyway, right?
Yep.
that is the first attack, and it's funny because JC, right when we first got in here, his first thing he said is that he does not think it was an ISIS attack. That was the first thing he said. So I'm curious. The guy did have an ISIS flag, which he could have just been having on. It might not have been radicalized.
It was printed backwards.
Was it printed backwards?
Yeah.
That I did
So
not
it was
notice.
a Timu ISIS flag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That I did not notice. I'll have to go back and look at the flag then.
Go look at it. It's backwards.
Okay, so we got that going on. And I mean, prayers to the families out there. So I'm going to say that was a homegrown terrorist attack. That wasn't one that was promoted by ISIS or Hamas or any of them. That was a homegrown type of terrorist attack. Oh, son of a bitch. The fireworks are on. Hold on. Let me shut those off. Dear God.
When does the pegging start?
Gary, we're trying to talk, seriousness over here, you ask. Let's not try getting pegged, okay?
Well, I'm not going to get pegged. You are.
Yeah. I'm going to say, we're not getting pegged. You are.
Shut up, you assholes. What a beautiful disaster. It did send a gift, though, and it did not go off. So both of you talking about being pegged, and unfortunately, it looks like it did not work. Let me go see if it's plugged in. Both of you talk about a scenario real quick while I go.
What rookie move is that? First we don't
Fucking
have
A,
now we
dude.
don't have power on.
Mark is the Timu producer.
Yeah, I am the team of producers. Both of you talk for an ass. What a
Okay, so
beautiful
hold on.
disaster. I will.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay? So share with me why. So it was a backwards ISIS flag.
It was. The only reason I found out is because one of my really good friends was in the military. He's kind of like a merch, and he sent the picture. He's like, "That's not the real flag."
So
He's like-
what would be the motive to? I mean, I get it, to like kind of make it appear to be ISIS or whatever, but
Yeah. But and then it comes out now that the guy that shot at Trump while he played golf. Perfect. The guy that shot at Trump in Mar-a-Lago playing golf, the guy in the Tesla, and the guy that did the New Orleans thing were all from Fort Bragg at the same time.
So so they went through Fort Bragg at the same time.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
That's crazy. I mean,
Thank
what are they hiding? What are they trying to say? I mean, is something going on in Fort Bragg? I mean, who knows?
How, like, because I'm ignorant. So I hear a lot about Fort Bragg. Is that, I don't even know how to ask the question because I don't know enough about it. So it's like, is that like a pretty standard training camp for our military? Like there's a million of them, right? Like we have dozens and dozens of camps where people go through, but is Bragg like?
It's one of your strongholds for CIA training camps. What?
Well, we all know the CIA is our enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fort
I
Bragg
believe that.
holds a operation for the CIA, which allows them. That's where they do a lot of their mind control training and stuff like that. Not mind control, but like they do a lot of fucked up training out there. I was trying to look it up. Fort Bragg CIA training facility is what I was trying to look up while you guys were talking there.
You know, they ain't gonna have that out there.
No, they're definitely not. Fort Bragg, North Carolina's history of collaboration with CIA and involvement in psychological training programs. So yeah, they do a lot of their psychological training programs, and also
in case they get caught or something, they're a POW. They get taught how to take torture,
or how to like be disinformation experts, or like anything with psychological warfare, right? Like disinformation, misinformation, dealing with as being a POW. Like, I mean, that whole psychological thing encompasses pretty much every element of existence, right? Because life is all pretty cerebral. So,
yep,
that's interesting.
And it's just weird some of the stuff that happened there with the whole flag, and then it was like boom, boom, boom. I mean, of course, you know the guy at Mar-a-Lago, he was first, and then the other two were like boom, like back to back days.
Now I know we're kind of jumping the gun, from one topic to another here already, but what's that lady's name? Sarah something, Mark? What's her name?
Sarah Adams.
And so wasn't she like that podcast that I watched the other day was basically her talking about the intel from the CIA and everything that's even open source, that ISIS and the Taliban are going to be the ones who are plotting allegedly
The homeland attack.
These homeland attacks.
Yeah. So Sarah's she does the hit list. She does the hit list. No, she's CIA. She's CIA.
So it's like, is the information that she's putting out, like, I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong.
What's up, Brian?
Or inaccurate or whatever, but is that a part of the like the psychological warfare? Like,
see, I don't
see, it could be. I mean, but then again, she's not the only person that we heard about a homeland attack possibly happen, because we already knew that, we have sleeper cells here. That's a given.
Totally.
We knew that our borders have been wide open now for the past 4 years. Everybody and anybody's being allowed in. The only ones that are coming in, the only ones that are actually on our terrorist alert list, those are the only ones that are kind of being stopped. But how do we know it's them now? Unless we verify their IDs. Most of them are ditching their IDs at the border before they come across. And according to Sarah, they're now not even using their real names in their training camps.
So one of the things that she said that kind of made me seemed more realistic to me is it's not even necessarily the ones that are coming in through the open border illegally. It's like, if you come in legally, but you're a part of the enemy, it's like, if you come in legally, then nobody's watching you because you went through the appropriate protocols, and then you're considered, you're deemed like one of the good ones because you came in, you filled out the paperwork, you got a visa or whatever. And it's like, you can use your real name to get in that way. And then like, once you're here, you tell all your fucking neighbors and everything that your name is Jacob or whatever the fuck it is. And it's like, you could be a sleeper cell and have come in here through the appropriate channels. And right. I think that's like also in my opinion, that's more worth paying attention to than the ones that came in here through the open border illegally.
Right. What was this? Nucleus down there saying they are planting seeds. They are planting
so it's
seeds.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, where's the best place to hide something illegal? It's like in plain sight.
In plain sight, under your nose.
Yeah. So it's like, if you come in legally and if you make it look like you're an outstanding citizen, even get a good job and pay your taxes or whatever. And it's like, it doesn't mean that you don't have some sort of sinister ulterior motive when you come in here.
No, you're hiding underneath the radar until you're getting told to activate.
Until yeah, exactly.
Because what was it? Sarah was saying there's multiple training camps for them, and each training camp has their individualized things that they're trained for.
And they even found training camps here in America.
Yes.
Like, you go out into the Appalachia, you go out into fucking middle of nowhere, America, and like you buy a plot of land, or you just fucking excavate enough land to like have your own training camp. You can do that shit here and use Google Maps to fucking course out whatever it is you want to do.
Yep.
Right. No, dude, you got to think about it. So according to Sarah, there are 1,000 currently Al-Qaeda members that are here and ready to perform their terrorist acts. We don't know who they are.
1,000 minimum.
1,000 minimum.
I was gonna say, yeah,
minimum, yeah. And Hamas was only a training episode for them. Hamas was legitimately just training. And our homeland attack is the one that they're truly going on. And it's in return for the killing of Osama bin Laden. They're retaliating in regards to Osama bin Laden.
They're doing research. I mean, everybody, I got 25 guns. More than that, actually. But I mean, every one of us carries, in the South especially.
Right.
That's a terrible. If they only got 1,000, 1,500, 2,000.
Yeah, but these fuckers are like, she shared some of the footage of these guys who were training. They are like, imagine if you spend, like, our military spends 90 days, 3 months or whatever going through
3
camp.
months.
And then you're pretty much, if you get called out, you get called out. 90 days is fucking nothing.
Right.
These people have been training for 2 years, 4 years. Now, if you're training for 6-8 hours a day for 4 years, like, your skills are going to be pretty fucking good. And no disrespect to the folks in the South and anybody that's holding, but like, going to the shooting range for an hour every other week or once a week, that's not going to match what these guys, after multiple years of just strict, dedicated training.
I mean, I agree. But 1,000 when you got 1 million running at you, it's going to be pretty bad.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, there's definitely going to be.
Will we lose some? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, their whole point is to fight until they die.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think you'll see America, like all the BS that everybody's going against. You fight on our home soil, it's a little different. Like, everybody's going to get along and everybody's going to go after them.
Oh, dude, America's going to give them a bigger fight than Israel for a fact if they try doing that. But I have a feeling if they tie up resources, one of the things people got to understand, though, is if they tie up our resources, law enforcement officers.
Bro. Like, they have some pretty skilled people who are leading that training. It's not like it's not a bunch of drunk rednecks getting out there to try to fucking just shoot guns.
JC,
I said that specifically
right
for you, JC. Like, these are people with like some military background, like getting after some like legit training. And we're going to go over the amount of funding here shortly that our own fucking tax-paying dollars have been funding this to the tune of millions and millions of dollars. So we're supplying them with ammunition, arms. We're getting them like everything they need for a number of years. And we've like our CIA trained a bunch of the fucking Taliban people as well. So it's like, they also have our training skills to their leadership, who's then translating that to martyrs who fucking hate us.
And
like,
on top of that,
garbage training.
And on top of that, there are new vest bombs that they're suicide bombs that they've recently done that's now undetectable through the machines.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that part to get a better understanding of what exactly they're doing, because she talked about it kind of quickly, and I was probably a little distracted when I was watching it because I didn't catch enough of the details, but I heard enough of it to make me concerned. But
So why don't we do this? I do got a few clips of Sarah because everybody else is probably wondering who Sarah Adams is. So I do got a few clips of her. We will try to get this playing here, and we'll try to make it so both you can hear. So let me go over to the screen sharing screen here, as everybody can see. These are my desktops here. What the fuck was that?
Pornhub.
Maybe that was freaking interesting. Did you guys even hear the pops?
no,
So I literally just swapped over to the screen, and I just heard popping noise.
It's probably from that pegging you got earlier.
And it could have been, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, folks, if you do send something that was post a peg and it doesn't activate, please let me know. I will push the button remotely here.
Yeah, Mark wants to get pegged.
You know
He wants
it.
to get pegged.
I will honor your money that you did. So I will honor your money. All right, let's see here. We're going to go to the screen sharing now. See how we do our backstage, y'all? All right, so I'm going to go. Actually, no, I got to go to the screen share for you guys because this, in order for Gary and JC to hear, we got to do this. This is the only thing I think the downfall of this is. All right, let me go to screen share. Entire screen. We're going to go to screen 2. Share. All right, so you guys should be able to hear the sound here, and just remember, just don't talk while I play the video.
All right.
All right, let's play Sarah plot on scary reality all Americans need to be aware of.
We have not had a man walk up to a building with
here.
a suicide vest on the United States. Americans don't understand this. Al Qaeda knows.
You can't hear that?
I cannot hear it.
Son of a bitch. You guys see, this is the JC and I literally tested this out. And we
You
asked.
haven't muted. There's a little mute button over there that I see. You have your sound off.
Yet again,
There we go. All right, you two. Listen here. Shut up.
podcast host of the year.
Shut up.
Okay.
We
now
have not
there's
had a
more.
man walk up to a building with a suicide vest on the United States. Americans don't understand this. Al Qaeda knows this, right? So this is new and innovative, especially now. You don't have to walk upside of the building. You can walk in the building because of the advancement of the vest. The other thing is, in the United States, we haven't had Fideian attackers. So the concept is the terrorist fights to the death. So he's not exactly a suicide bomber, but he will fight till either all of us are dead or all of his people are dead. We think it's going to be a swarming attack, right? Multiple different attacks at one time across multiple cities. We think there will be suicide bombers just because some of the attackers went through suicide bomber training and they have these vests. And then we think there's these Fideian attackers who will carry on until they're killed.
Just rephrase that. So these guys are trained and they are going to fight until they're killed.
Yes, and that matters, right? So I was watching this video, and it was a suicide bombing in Kabul years ago. The bomber blew up, and then everyone starts moving in. The first responders move in, right? And then another guy walks in and blows up. We know this is a tactic. But if Americans don't understand this as a tactic and don't understand these attackers are going to fight to the death, think about that. Battle's going on. The attacker surrenders. He might have the suicide vest. You know, we let our guard down. That man came to die, right? He's going to fight till he dies or you dies. So we can't let our guards down, and they know our weakness. So we have to be very careful that we don't have more people die in these second and third order effects of not knowing their intent.
All right, so there's that one. Let me play a couple of videos. We got a couple of shorts of her. I'll get the shorts out of the way. Let's see. What's this one here? Let's open up this
Do you
one.
have one where she talks
This
more
now is gonna
specifically
sound like
about
a
the vests that they've developed?
I did not know.
Okay.
Conspiracy theory. Hamza bin Laden went to Sana Ullah Ghaffari, who's the head of ISIS Khorasan province, and said, hey, we don't want to just claim our attacks in the US and Europe on ISKP. We need ISKP bodies, right? We need terrorists at that attack. So when they're dead and you ID them back, you say, yes, they're ISIS Khorasan province. So Hamza bin Laden and Sana Ullah Ghaffari made a deal, and there would be ISIS fighters in Al-Qaeda's homeland attack. It's really interesting. And then ISIS will claim responsibility for the attack. And they went so far as Taliban has been feeding bits and info to the US government. So after the attack, the US government will go back into its intelligence databases for the last couple years and be like, yeah, we had a little piece on this attacker, he's ISIS. We've had a little piece on that attacker, he's ISIS. We've had a piece on that attacker, it's ISIS. It's an ISIS attack. So US intel is gonna back it because they've been feeding the information in. That's how well they've planned this.
Hold on,
This now is going to sound like a
y'all. We're
conspiracy
gonna
theory.
play a couple of these shorts. and then we'll discuss about these. I got this one. This is a different podcast, just so you guys know. Her story pretty much stays legitimate through each
Back
podcast.
to the interesting point. You said that you guys think that they've sent at least 15. Al Qaeda alone has sent at least 1,500 people here in the United States.
Correct.
What do they plan on doing with them?
They have a 2025 multi-coordinated, multi-city plot to avenge the death of Osama bin Laden.
Okay, so I've watched you on podcasts. I've never heard that. Could you explain that more?
We're going to put a report on Monday, but essentially, Al-Qaeda is actually who helped plan the Hamas attacks. The Hamas attacks is a dress rehearsal. So the Hamas attacks is the practice attack, and then the big attack is going to be in the United States and then in 4 countries in Europe.
Okay. You guys want to go home and load magazines?
Yeah. I hope a lot of people come into your shop and stock up. It would be smart.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
What's the time frame?
All we know is that the attack was planned for 2025.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll stop the audio so we can hear you guys talk, and we'll go back over to the other screen here. All right. So, yeah, 2025, we're here now. We saw these 2 makeshift terrorist attacks that I believe are homegrown, nothing tied into what she's talking about, but it is kind of sus how that came out just shy of these two attacks. What are your guys' thoughts on this? We'll start with JC, because he didn't really watch the full podcast yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, she makes some good points. I mean, I could really see that happening, you know. Golly, I mean, you think about it, like Americans, you know, you just have that attack and then like they stop. Like everybody just kind of like goes back out there. That second attack could get you.
The second attack actually will get, because Americans, we rush to try, when a tragedy happens, we rush in to try to save. That's just what we do. Yeah. Granted, this new generation pulls out their phone and try recording a tragedy, but most of us older folks will run in and try to help them the best we can.
Right.
We're not out there trying to get the clicks. We're trying to help our neighbors. And that's the sad part that we live in right now. You've seen that poor lady who burned on the subway, and
subway.
And literally people just sat there and recorded her burning. The officer didn't help. I mean, granted, she was long gone at that point, but no one did try to extinguish the fire at all on her. Yep. And that was a horrible incident. She's got some valid points. If you listen to the full show, she goes into a whole mix of how they train, where they train, how they'd much rather come over here legally, like Gary's mentioning earlier. And the way they can do that is when they're on these training camps, when they're on these ISIS training camps, they're not using their real name. So not even the people they're training with know what their real name is. So that way when they come to America, they can use their real name. They're not flagged as somebody who's been in one of these camps because there's no record of them because they didn't use their real name. So they can come over here and blend in with our society. They could be working, your mom and pop store. Hell, one of the guys from 9/11 that flew out of Maine, he worked at Old Orchard Beach, Maine, selling freaking necklaces. He worked down here selling necklaces. So, I mean, it kind of jives with everything that's going on with our open borders, with them coming in legally. I feel like she's not far off. I also feel as if, can it happen on American soil? I don't think we're safe. There's no way in hell we're safe. Listen, it happened once. It happens numerous times with homegrown. And the thing people got to look at is, let's say if they get smart. You cause one big mass event in one location in one large city, no matter where you're at, you're going to get all your law enforcement, all your EMTs, all your fire and rescue going to that location. Now your whole city is opened up for an attack where it's going to take at least a 15 to a 20-minute response time from an out-of-town law enforcement agency to get there to assist with that secondary call. Because you got all your other law enforcement officers tied up in, we'll say, this call at this shopping plaza. You got every law enforcement. If you hear an active shooter situation, every law enforcement agency, every freaking county is heading to that location. So now you got this location on the other side of town that's opened up, and then boom, there's another attack. And the only thing you got to save you is if you're an armed American citizen. Nothing's going to happen unless. But this, hold on, I'm gonna pull this up. Nothing's going to happen unless CIA is given the green light. I don't see you guys. I mean, I don't think the CIA can have any pull on that. Maybe they do have some pull, and we'll go into some numbers here soon. But I honestly think this is legitimately, it's not just CIA. We do have terror. We do got a target on our back with ISIS, Al Qaeda. We have a big target on our back. Trump has a target on his back. And if they, I'll be honest with y'all, if they didn't have that big ass snowstorm hitting in on the 6th, I would honestly think that something big was going to happen on the 6th.
That's tomorrow.
That is tomorrow. Correct. So I'm saying staying frosty more on the 20th. I think on Inauguration Day, I'm fearful for Inauguration Day. I feel like we may see something because she does mention the Capitol. Within this interview, she does mention the Capitol. She said that there's talks that it could be the Capitol that they could go after.
And so if they have 1,000, 1,500 or more, like what do we have? Like 300 major cities?
Yeah.
Yeah, major.
So it's like, yeah, major cities with like ports and other, you know, areas of infrastructure. So it's like, that's a handful of people per major city, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. You guys just keep talking. I'm looking up that post so I can show the money. I'm going to find out who posted it so I can pull it up.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty, I mean, I'm a pretty optimistic person, but the fact of the matter is whether it's the CIA giving the green light or if these people are operating under their own agenda and their own command center overseas, it's a terrifying thought. I remember I think I said this on an earlier podcast like a year or two ago, but like when I was like 21 or something, one of my friends was saying like the state of America could eventually go to like third world status. And if you really think about the amount of inflation that we could potentially see with, what do we have, like 80% or no, 40% or something like of all of our money was just created in the last 4 years or whatever, 5 years.
Right.
So the amount of inflation that could potentially happen essentially overnight, you take out major ports, major airports, you kind of cripple the major infrastructure. It really wouldn't take much, especially with how dependent we are on technology. Like it really wouldn't take much to bring America to its knees. And honestly, that's pretty terrifying. Yeah, the electrical grid, all major, like water, nuclear power plants, electricity. You shut those three things down, and it's like we are dead in the fucking water.
Absolutely.
And it's like at that point, any of our enemies, whether it's the Middle East, China, Russia, anybody that doesn't like us could just essentially just swoop right in real quick, real easy. And there's nothing we could do to defend ourselves. We'd literally be caught with our pants down.
I mean, you can talk about how weak America is in a sense. If you look at the BLM protest, look at essentially what happened during BLM. Police stations were taken over. Streets were taken over. We had these autonomous zones that people took over, literally street blocks, claimed them, wouldn't allow law enforcement in there. They literally took over fucking cities and held our law enforcement hostage, babe, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if people protesters, American protesters who are protesting this activist situation, if they can do that, imagine terrorists, ISIS, Hamas, all them, if they did that type of scenario here in the U.S., America will have a big situation on their hands. And no matter how safe you feel on the soil, we're screwed. Granted, we have thousands upon thousands of American veterans who will act upon that and will go to the streets and start taking matters in their own hand to help out law enforcement. We have thousands upon thousands of hunters armed American citizens who are ready to do the right thing. And that's why people do carry. That is why people have concealed carry weapons. That is why people carry a weapon on them 24/7, is to protect themselves, their families, and their neighbors, and everybody else who's in their vicinity if something like this happens, or if a store robbery sense happens. This is why strict gun laws don't work.
So here's the thing though. If you have a coordinated, planned, strategic schedule of attacks to happen on major cities, right? And then it's like, we all know that these, say there's 1,500, right? We'll be conservative. Say there's 1,500 of these people here right now, and they are, I'd be more than willing to assume that they're recruiting Americans, right? Especially the weak-minded liberal Americans that are angry at capitalism and
radicalizing.
Like so it's like, you can radicalize and you can recruit hundreds and hundreds of these people. So if you have a large enough coordinated, planned schedule of attacks, you have the BLM people, you have everyone else that's been radicalized to like be a part of this like planned thing, right? And you start, like, if you get a big enough BLM mob to just go through the streets, cops can't do anything. And it's like the American people that will come together will then have to do it kind of on the fly, because they're going to be working against these groups that have been planning and coordinating these things in mass. So if you have 700, 250 people, 300 people working together on a coordinated whatever, right? And then you have a bunch of, farmers and military vets that then have to react. It's not a very planned, coordinated. They don't have any like real super detailed, planned out strategy on what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. They're going to have to respond. Thank you. They're going to have to respond in kind. So it's like, how much time does it take to really put together a plan on the whim to go against 500 people that have been planning and like strategizing over the course of 3 months, 6 months, 2 years? Like that makes it a lot more difficult on our people to come together, put together a plan, coordinate, and then defend themselves.
Right.
That makes sense. That's a lot of words. I don't know if that really made sense.
No, that makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. For some reason, YouTube did not go on live. I do apologize, y'all. I'm not sure if they took us down or if YouTube just didn't go up. But thank you for letting me know that. No, that makes sense. But that brings up another importance, right? One of the great things about America, even though a lot of states are now trying to get rid of it, is our being able to form a militia. A lot of states are now trying to do away with militias, but militias are actually very important. Not only do you have your National Guard, your army, and everything else, but your militia also helps protect your state. That's why militias are there. Militias are your average day Americans, your farmers, your friends, your neighbors, forming a militia to be able to act upon a big situation like this that could possibly happen on American soil. They're there to act, and they're trained.
Yeah, but they're going to have to do it as a response to something. It's like,
correct.
You have 500 people that have been planning said attack, coordinated, whatever, right? And then you have a bunch of people who are in the middle of their workday. They might not get the news for 2-3 hours the next day that something big is going on. Then they have to coordinate, form their militia, find out who's doing what, and then go and try to defend against this group that has been planning. They don't know who's in the group. They don't know what they look like. They just, huge group goes in, does an act of terror, and then they disperse, right? It's like what is it called? Like a flash mob. You coordinate with like 50 people to go into a mall and do a little shimmy, and then everyone dips, right? It's like you have a bunch of people in the mall that all look like regular average shoppers. Then they all come together, do their little dance, and then they fucking go away like it never happened again. That's essentially, those flash mobs are essentially what's going to be taking place when these coordinated attacks happen. You have 500 people, they come in on the city, boom, some fucking chaos goes off, and then they disperse. Right. Nobody knows who those people were, where they came from. They're not tracking their cars. They're not Like only those people know what's going on when it's going to go on. It happens and then they're gone and then they dip out. And then 2 hours later, you get a bunch of farmers and fucking ex-military people and they want to go in and fucking defend, but like the damage is already done. Like quick, coordinated, get in, cause damage, cause chaos, get the fuck out. And then like what Sarah Adams was saying, then you have the first responders and you have, our EMTs and paramedics trying to go in and fucking fix the damage. But it's like the damage is done. Like they already fucking took out a bridge. They already took out a power plant. They already took out a thing. And then they're already gone. And then like those people who were involved can go back to work tomorrow and be like, oh my God, did you hear about the thing that happened when they were the ones that were involved? There's no way to track this shit. That's the scariest part about it.
Right. If they do the missions like that, but if they do their suicide missions and so forth, where they're doing the blow ups, or if they're doing their attacks on the cities, that's a different story.
What do you mean?
Because you were just talking about taking out power plants and stuff like that. If they go out and take out like a large, like a shopping mall plaza where there's an event, you're going to have law enforcement there. What I was talking about, what if they do on two different sides of the city? That's where an average American may actually have to help out their law enforcement.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like these massive groups get together, cause a bunch of damage. Like they all congregate quickly, cause a bunch of damage, and then they're gone.
But I don't think they're not going to be able to leave like that. If you go into a mass amount, like a shopping mall plaza, and you do a kamikaze scenario, they're not gone.
You're talking
They're
about
fighting
a
to the
shopping
death.
mall. I'm not talking about a shopping
He's talking
mall.
about like nuclear power plant.
Right,
I'm
yeah. If
talking
they go
about
do
you
that,
go and you
right.
fucking blow up the
But that's not what they're doing.
bridge in San
Right.
Francisco. You've just effectively cut off the main vein for anybody to come in from either side. You start taking out major bridges. Look what happened earlier this year when the fucking bridge in Baltimore got hit with a fucking tanker. That completely crippled the city.
Right, but
You
that
take
ain't the
out
shit
bridges-
that Sarah's talking about that, but she's also talking about mass kamikazes where they go out and they shoot out these shopping mall plazas, these fairs and stuff like that, or like these drive-ins. She's also talking about situations like that. Those are the situations that I was referring to. That's where more people need to be prepared for.
At that point, you only need 3 people.
3 people to take out. We'll say there's 20 of them.
Think of the
to that.
Super Bowl, right? You have a stadium. Yeah, granted, there's security or whatever, but if you have 3 psychopaths that are willing to die and they go to this event and they cause a fucking huge casualty, they detonate whatever and they take out 60,000 people in a fucking instant. It's one of the largest televised events. You go to a huge parade where there's a shitload of people. You only need a couple of psychopaths to go in there, cause massive fucking catastrophic damage. And then what does that do outside of the damage and the casualties? It causes like a tremendous amount of fear. I'm not saying that the Baltimore bridge was an attack. I'm just saying that if a bridge goes out, then it's a main line of transportation, and you take out enough bridges, like you can't get resources across. A lot of these major cities, there's only like a bridge in or a bridge out or a certain amount. Here in Portland, we have 12 bridges. You take out those bridges, east side and south, or the east side and west side of Portland are completely fucking taken apart from each other. Like you can't do anything.
Right, but you got to remember too, if you listen to the full show, I'm not sure if you actually finished it.
I did.
Okay. So if you remember what happened on October 7th in Israel, it just wasn't 3 people. She's literally talking about city takeovers and them doing the same thing that they did in Israel, where you're going to have
that was a
hundreds,
raid, wasn't it? Didn't they just go in on a fucking dance party?
And then they started taking over cities. They started going into homes and stuff like that as well. So you got to think that is hundreds going into a city and trying to take over a city. And those are the type of situations. She's talking about them doing that. She said that was a practice run for them for the homeland attack here in America. So if that's a practice run, that is something to be of a concern. And that is why Americans need to be armed, because that's when you're going to be fighting no matter who you are. Because if you got somebody coming in shooting up your street, you're not trying to hide. You're going to be going out there trying to save your neighbors and saving your family.
The vast majority of people, when shit pops off, they're gonna try to protect themselves and get the fuck out of Dodge. They're not going to be running in with guns blazing.
A vast majority.
Like 99% of people, even those who are like trained military people, they're not just going to
They're going to
run
protect
in.
themselves, their families, and their neighbors. So if there's fights on
Yeah.
their street, they're going to come out on their street and they're going to fight.
On their street, perhaps.
On their street,
But
they're
if
gonna
it's
come
like
out
a
fight.
big event.
No, I'm not like if they try taking over your town, Gary, right now, if you had a bunch of guys, you have over 200 terrorists right now trying to take over your town, even if they're 2 to 3 blocks down, you know, you got people over there you've been friends with. Are you going to sit there and try protecting them, trying to save them best you can? Or are you just going to go to your basement and say, please don't come on my street?
I'm not going out. If there's
I'm
a bunch
going-
of mother, if
I'm
there's a
going
bunch
in
of,
my house, grabbing everything I got and going running.
I'm like,
Go find your family if they're hiding like another couple streets over or whatever, getting their asses out and moving.
and get the
I'm
fuck
gonna,
out.
I'm gonna go to where I'm not running out of ammo.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to run
I
out
don't
of
want
ammo.
to take a pea shooter over there now.
No, you're going to protect your family. If you got family that's, you know, in the same town, you're going to try getting to your family, getting your family out of there and then getting the fuck out of town.
Yeah, we're not running in guns ablazing.
No, unless you're there at that situation, then you're going to try getting out and helping. Like if a store is being robbed, you're going to try to take out the robber if you're an armed citizen.
If the store's getting robbed, I'm getting the fuck out of the store.
If the-
no.
You're not gonna try to help the person that has a gun to their head.
No.
Really? If you're armed and you got a firearm, and you see that
If
the
I have
store
a firearm,
clerks,
it's a different story.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
run
saying.
around-
Like, all right. So if
I don't
you're
run
if
around
you're,
with a piece on my hip all day, though.
okay, that is true. You do not. I say if you did, if you did though, if you were an armed citizen, and you're in a store while a store clerk's being friggin' robbed with a firearm at their head, you're gonna take out the perp.
In theory, yeah. But I've never been in that situation and I'm not trained to do that. So if somebody fucking pulls out a gun and starts shooting at people, I'm going to protect myself. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Okay. And then they know that it's great because there's a mindset for everybody.
'Cause I'm a normal person. I don't run around with a firearm on my fucking hip, dude. Like if, yeah. And if you guys are going to go in there, then fucking kudos. But I'm getting the fuck out. I'm going to get as far away from that shit as possible.
That's the point.
I'll run out and get my bearings straight and go back in. I will tell you, I'm not going to just go around a corner. I might shoot somebody that don't need.
Right. No, you got to figure out your gameplay and figure out, okay, this is my game of attack. This is what I got to do. This is how I can try to get into him without him seeing me or her, because you don't know who the attacker is. But 90% of the attackers are male, unless they're a another type of shooter. We won't go there. 90% of the attackers that do these mass shootings or any of these types of terrorist attacks are male. And these terrorist attacks that she's talking about in 2025 will 100% be male because Al-Qaeda and jihadists and all stuff like that, they do not like females. Females are the low end of the totem pole. And I learned something nasty about their damn religion, which is absolutely disgusting. They bone each other. That's yeah. So, dude, I just learned about this. Like, I listen to some fucked up podcasts because, listen, you got to learn about your enemy and all this shit. Like, the past 48 hours, I've been listening to some weird ass fucking podcasts. And yeah, they poke each other. And I got to say, thank God during this whole conversation, no one's been pegging me. So thank y'all. But let's get into let's get into some money.
So this guy's probably talking shit about me, saying that I'm going to run.
What's that?
He might be talking shit about me because I said I'm going to run, but I'd rather be a scared chicken that's alive than a dead duck. Like I'm trying to protect myself and get the fuck out. I want to stay alive.
But let's look at Operation Enduring Sentinel, which I sent you guys a little bit earlier. I believe I already got it up on the screen. Let's go over here. As we were talking, let's see here. This is going to be really hard for y'all to see the numbers. I don't think I can zoom in neither, which is messed up. Let me pull up on my reading glasses. This is where my old ass is going to actually plop on reading glasses here and look at this. So, there we go. Hey, now I'm old.
Fucking nerd.
Shut up. All right, let's go over here real quick. So Which numbers you guys want me to read off? Because I had both of you guys look at this.
Well, I can't really see which one it is.
I mean, you can just look at the grand total.
The
and then
grand
if you wanna
total is
just-
$446,103,076.
Is that, and that's over how long?
This is just,
Does it say?
this is in the year, I believe. Oh, no, this is monthly, I believe.
So
Hold on.
$44 million a month being
Hold on one
fed
second.
over to our enemies.
So this is a breakdown of $446,103,076 that the Biden administration paid to the Taliban under the title Operation Enduring Sentinel in 2020. Okay, so this is in a year. It is in addition to a shipment of $40 million to $80 million cash to the Taliban-controlled banks in Kabul every week.
No,
The
that's not
close
40.
secretive ties between Biden's team and the Taliban have cost American taxpayers billions of dollars, yet remains a myth, mystery, and off radar scrutiny. Some argue that the secret annexes to the Doha Agreement contains clauses which specify the reasons for such payments that resemble ransom more than anything else. It does not sound humanitarian at all. It is next to impossible to find beneficiaries of the mentioned projects except the Taliban. It is hoped that President-elect Donald Trump not only stops this, but launches an investigation into the previous payments. And I think that's what Doge is going to do, right? Doge is going to be the ones that come in and see all this money going out, and Doge is going to be like, why the fuck are we paying Taliban all this freaking money? So $40 to $80 million a week going to the Taliban, paid for, bought by Americans. So if this attack does happen, like Sarah says it does, in this year, just know that this was we funded our own attack. We funded the terrorist attack that's coming to America out of our taxpayer money. That is some absolute bullshit. Why y'all saying hop off TikTok? We're not live on YouTube, y'all. I wasn't able to get YouTube fired up. I'm not sure why they're telling us to hop off TikTok. I think I got moderators in here that should be blocking anybody that may not be in here. We should be fine. But yeah, so there's that. Then what was some of the other news? Well, we'll go into Las Vegas here in a second, but you were talking about, we'll kind of be careful the way we word this because we are on TikTok. But it seems like the UK is protecting the kitty touchers. The UK has made it. I got you. Welcome in, Marty. I guess in the UK, if you post anything on social media calling out anybody that's on that lovely list there that everybody does not like, that you will be jailed. You will get a visit from the law enforcement and get cuffs put on you.
Yeah, it's not even just outside of that particular realm. It's just if you're in the UK and you post something on social media that somebody finds offensive,
right,
or a group of people find offensive, then the government will come in and arrest you.
Gotcha. Marty, thank you so much for that, my man.
There was even a post I saw that the UK was saying that they're going to send their police over to America to arrest people for posting stuff online that offended folks in the UK.
Yes, I saw that
Good
shit.
fucking luck with that. Good luck.
I saw that. That's what I saw that early today as a post. I'm like, how the hell are they going to come after American citizens that are going to be posting that shit? Oh man, JC being called out as the Blue Chew friend.
What's up, Marday?
So the good news is I am not seeing Marty's glasses. No, that wasn't obviously counted in there, so that's a plus. But Marty's glasses are under $299. During C19, there was a big list of politicians quietly quit because, yep, Adam, there was. Well, there's just something else that's recently happening. TikTok muted somebody. It might have not been TikTok that muted somebody. It could have been one of my moderators, even though I don't know if my moderators muted anybody.
What up, Marty?
I don't think my moderators did anyways. Normally they tell me if they did. Did you mute somebody, Gary?
Did I?
Yeah, you.
Do I even have that?
I don't know if you do.
Say, do we even have that?
I know you do, JC.
And if I did, I wouldn't even know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't either.
AC says he was silenced. AC, I'm glad you're able to come back. I don't know why you might have got muted, but welcome back.
I basically only use TikTok for this podcast.
Right, just going to monitor the chat.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Vegas. Should before we talk about Vegas, maybe it'll be wise if I play the video regards to those letters.
I just finished. Leave me alone.
JC, have you heard the letter that was written to a bunch of podcasters from the supposedly driver of the Tesla in Vegas?
Yeah, no, and you threw that wrench in today when you talked to you about it. I was like, I did not know that either.
Right. So yeah, let me pull up that video. Let me get it pulled up and then I'll share the screen. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Tesla letter. Let me get it pulled up and then I'll get everything set it up so you guys can see it.
Let me get this to Sean Ryan.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back over and we're going to listen to the letter that was written to a guest for Sean Ryan in regards to the Vegas attack here. And it's just going to take 2 seconds here for me to get it loaded up. All right.
Is it going to be read out or what are you doing?
They're going to read it out. Yep. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go over to the screen sharing here.
I'm going to take my phone with me because I'm going to run up and grab some more water.
All right. Here we go.
I'll be right back.
See if I can get with him. And I had a buddy who knew your producer and we went from there. But
Wow. You want to read the email?
Yep. So this email came in on December 31st at 10:42 a.m. That is Tuesday. He said, in case I do not make it to my decision point or onto the Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release this until 1 January and keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2006 black Ford Mustang V6 for verification. What we have been seeing with drones, he puts that in quotes, he says drones, is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China and the East Coast, but throughout history, the US. Only we in China have this capability. Our OPCEN, that's Operation Center, our OPCEN location for this activity is in the box below. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years, but this activity recently has picked up. As of now, it is just a show of force and they are using it similar to how they used the balloon for SIGINT and ISR, which are also part of the integrated comms system. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. The so what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned aircraft. They are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted. It's checkmate. U.S. government needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them and what the way forward is. China is poised to attack anywhere in the East Coast. I've been followed for over a week now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I am armed and I have a massive V-bid. Let me pause right there for a second. So he says a massive V-bid. When I was talking to the FBI yesterday, they didn't know what a V-bid was. I had to explain what that acronym meant, literally.
You fucking serious?
Dead serious. I said it twice and he goes, you said that word V-bid. Can you tell me what that is? For your audience, a V-bid, for your audience who has not been in the GWOT for the last 20 years, a V-bid is a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device. In layman's terms, a car bomb, what we saw at Trump Tower. So backing up, he says, I am armed and have a massive V-bid. I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and have kept my phone and they are definitely digitally tracking me. Here's where he gets into the other stuff. And this is where we had to redact the names. Well, your producer redacted the names. I have knowledge of this program and also war crimes that were covered up during airstrikes in Nimruz province, Afghanistan in 2019 by the admin, DOD, DEA, and CIA. I conducted targeting for these strikes of over 125 buildings. 65 were struck because of civcas, that's civilian casualties, that killed hundreds of civilians in a single day. U.S. FORA continued strikes after spotting civilians on initial ISR. It was supposed to take 6 minutes and scramble all aircraft in CENTCOM. The UN basically called these war crimes, but the administration made them disappear. I was part of that cover-up with U.S. FORA, an agent, redacted, of the DEA. So I don't know if my abduction attempt is related to either. I worked with redacted IO staff on this as well as the response to Bala Murghab. Redacted commander at the time, redacted, can validate this. You need to elevate this to the media so we avoid a world war because this is a mutually assured destruction situation. Then he says, for vetting, my LinkedIn is Matt Berg or Matthew Livelsberger, an active duty 18 Zulu out of 110, that's 1st Battalion 10th Special Forces Group. My profile is public. I have an active TSSCI with UAP, USAP access.
What is USAP? Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is. But I checked his credentials on LinkedIn. So that was the first thing I did. I went to his LinkedIn page. First thing I noticed was all of his bona fides were in place. He has all the UAS training from USASOC and everything else. And so I said, okay, at least the guy knows what he's talking about with drones.
So that was the email he sent to another gentleman who was able to get a hold of the Shaw gentleman here and run that. So you guys shouldn't be echoing anymore. And then, of course, there's the video of when the bombing happened where he turned his head. But yeah, supposedly he took himself out prior to that, prior to the detonation. There's a couple of shady things that I call sus on that it's questionable. Could his head gotten turned on explosion? It could have. It could have been the impact of explosion that made his head go that way in that direction to make his head turn. But then there's a couple of other things as well. The Tesla is a self-driving vehicle. You can call for a Tesla if it's parked to come to your location and pick you up from a parking spot. And the Tesla did do a loop around before it actually parked. They made one loop around through that parking spot where it detonated. So there's a couple of interesting things there. And exactly like Marty was saying, the body was charred beyond recognition. Number one, they said. His DNA did not match his son, is another thing they said. The firearms, the body, everything inside the vehicle was charred beyond recognition. But his CAD, his military ID, was charred, but they were able to detect, identify him through his ID. His ID, everything for his ID was verifiable because that didn't get charred. And they are correct what I saw in the chat. The same thing happened in 9/11. That's how they got one of the terrorist information. His ID was golden. They were able to tell who he was from the wreckage from.
Yeah, the jet fuel melts steel beams, but a passport, whew,
It survives.
indestructible.
So there's a couple of things with this Tesla scenario out in Vegas that's kind of sus and questionable. And I'll be honest with you, they're making it really hard for us not to really think of different scenarios or have conspiracy theories about stuff, especially when you just recently had the the assistant district attorney take their own life out in Louisiana.
That was just yesterday, right?
That was today.
Oh, that was today.
That was today.
Jesus.
I think did I share that one to you on X or did I share that to you?
You did send it to me. I thought it was yesterday, but that was today. I thought it said Saturday.
Hold on one second. I'll go to the text message I sent to you here. Now, I believe that one was today. Let me go over to that post. Breaking news, New Orleans area assistant director. This was posted just a few hours ago. New Orleans area assistant district attorney died apparently by taking his own life by self-inflicted in his office per authorities. ADA Ian Kirsten was found. He was found Saturday. So it did happen on Saturday, but they posted it today around 9 p.m. So, I mean, that alone, I don't know why it will be tied into what happened out in New Orleans, but it's one of those interesting things that happened. And JC, it looks like they're looking for your input on a couple of these things. So JC, let's hear your input. They're asking for it.
Man, I'm like you, that conspiracy theory, like when I talked to you earlier today about it, I was like, I didn't realize his body was completely charred and the truck drove around the place the first time and parked back in front of it. And then they got videos of him turning his head.
Yeah, I wonder if I can find that. Gary.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. Once you sent it, I was like, wow, okay. And it's not AI, you can tell. That's really it.
All right, Gary, what's your opinions? I'll see if I can find that video.
I don't know if this information is out there, but how long, because from what I understand, I don't have a Tesla, but from what I understand, in order for, if there's somebody in the vehicle for the self-driving thing to work, you're allegedly supposed to at least have one hand on the steering wheel, and the in cabin cam that looks at you is supposed to make sure that your eyes are like you're watching
Eyes
the
are
road.
open.
So is it possible that he did drive to the first thing, and then how long was the loop? Like, where did the truck go? If he looped around that parking spot, did he just do a quick circle?
I have to go back and find that post, but yeah, they showed it. They showed it drive in and then pull out though, so they did show that.
Okay. I know you can summon a Tesla without a driver, but when there is a driver in the vehicle and you have it on the autopilot self-driving mode, you're supposed to have your, like, you can be in it, like, on, like, with a newspaper.
We got hammered not too long ago. I mean, like, just hammered. I was like, I ain't driving. My buddy's got a Tesla. We literally drove from the restaurant and we never touched the steering wheel. Like, he was talking to me like this.
Oh, really?
Never touched the steering wheel. It passed cars. It turned right to the bowling alley.
That's fucking.
So
like that.
Got to buy it.
It's kind of a cool feature, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's the damnest thing I've ever seen. I mean, he did it, and it didn't ask. You know, that everybody always says, and I don't know, they might have a setting, but it didn't ask. You know, keep your hands on there. Never did anything. He kept his hands.
Okay. No shit. Okay. Yeah. See, I've only been in a Tesla once, and it was like probably 10 years ago, so I really don't know.
In this video here, you can see as the explosion's going, you can actually see him looking out the window here. You can see the figure of his face looking out the window over here.
So he definitely wasn't shot.
No. See the head moving. But here's the thing. Now, remember I told you that could have been the explosion. They put the force of the explosion to make the head turn, because when his head did turn this way, that's also when the explosion fired off inside the cabin of the vehicle.
Yeah. So was he just like looking away from the explosion, or?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Could have been the power of the explosion. Even though it's fireworks, it's still a power when it's inside of a cabin. It's a force explosion. So
they're saying definitively that he was.
They say before.
They said they found a gun and he had been shot.
Yeah. So that's what makes it questionable, because you really think about it. Okay, number one, if you took your own self out prior, your body shouldn't have no movement. Now, here's a scenario. If you want to go with driving, if you have to look at something, there's a couple of ways around that, right? If you put a separate corpse in there, you can easily open up a corpse eyes and make it look like the corpse is staring and your camera is looking straight ahead to drive forward, and have the Tesla drive that way as well. There are ways to rig it. He sent that email. If the email's legitimate, he sent that email day before this happened. There's videos of him charging the Tesla up the night prior, and he was cleaning out the Tesla, like dusting off the steps and everything else of the Tesla. So for someone to care that much for a vehicle, and it was even rented. Here's another funny part about the rental. Both individuals, both in Louisiana and this gentleman here, this guy here, they both rented from the same car rental company. And do you know who's on the board of directors of that car rental company?
Probably somebody from Fort Bragg.
No.
Good assumption, though.
Gary, you both of you sitting down. Chelsea Clinton. Chelsea Clinton is on the board of directors of that car rental company.
So the Clinton mob is generations deep now, huh?
Clinton mob is generation deep. So just take that one. Just take that into perspective too. If you want to add to your conspiracy ideas of it, Chelsea Clinton is on the board of directors of that car rental company.
Coincidences.
Yeah, more coincidences. And if you don't believe in coincidences, then I don't know. There's some it smells fishy to me.
It definitely seems fucking sketchy, dude.
Yep.
Absolutely. So it's just all this shit tied in, and it just, if you're not questioning the government, if you're not questioning law enforcement at this level, FBI, there's something wrong with you. Like, you got to question everything right now, and all these series of events. Even listen, Sarah Adams, I've asked you to come on the show. You'll never probably see this, but I've asked her to come on the show because I wanted to question her legitimacy on this thing. Yes, Casey. All right. So before we start talking, let me start talking. So Casey, we have a scenario with the ping pong machine. 299 up to 500, it's 10.1 seconds. 500 and up is 15.2 seconds. 10K and up is 75 seconds. So yes, it is on, you son of a bitch.
So what does this last thing say? Hillary Clinton just got a warranty?
No, she just got an award. Biden presented her an award. You heard about that, right?
Was who else got it? That was like
there was a couple of people here that got it. Give me 1 second. Make sure it turns on. If it doesn't, I got to activate it for Casey.
Pegged.
I'm about ready to. Yep, I got to activate it. So Casey said boxing gloves.
We know you are.
You know what really sucks is that I actually have to activate it. I don't know why it's not turning on, but because of this, he said boxing gloves, so I know what it was. Son of a bitch. This is Gary and fucking JC's fault. You son of a bitches.
Oh yeah, Soros. That's the other one that was kind of sus.
Yep. Oh,
back up a little bit.
What are you talking about? It's hit me right on the freaking neck. It's going to look like I have a damn hickey tomorrow. God damn it. Bill Nye got an award. Liz Warren, Soros. Yeah, Soros got it. Soros got it.
So fucking weird, man.
What's going on, Ashley? Yeah, so all these people got these awards. Right, how do you give Soros out of all people the award? Denzel Washington was another one.
Denzel's cool. Like, I like Michael J. Fox. He's been through the fucking ringer. I feel like I don't think he's ever been sus of anything.
No, not at all.
Who financed BRICS?
Soros.
Soros.
Oh yeah.
They're talking about the BRICS during the BLM riots.
Yeah. The metal has no merit anymore. It's just those things are just given out to the worst people.
Now, here's the thing, though. When Trump gets in the office, he can take away those awards from those individuals. Biden did it to Trump. I can't remember who Biden took it away from, but he took away one of those awards from somebody that Trump awarded him to.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell is that going to change anything? Let them damn award. I don't give a shit.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't really mean
the fact
shit.
that it has no merit anymore is just like,
give them a trophy.
Here's your trophy. Get out of here.
Here's my third place bowling league trophy.
Yeah.
I like bowling, but I'm not gonna brag about a third place trophy.
Right? It was a service member that Biden took it away from.
What the fuck, dude?
I mean, with everything going on, it just shows that Biden does not care about our military service members. He really doesn't. It was an army. It was an army service member. So someone served in the army. He took the award. I wonder if I can. I'd have to search it up who it was, but yeah. So Biden did that. So we got all that. We got all this sus shit going around right now. Questionable shit from the Tesla. Questionable shit that out in Louisiana. Because those barricades too, right? Those barricades were never activated. It was quote unquote being worked on to get ready for the bowl. You heard about that, right, JC?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the barricades were never activated because those were supposed to go up. But there's been people that are coming on saying that even if the barricades were up, it probably wouldn't have stopped him.
Have you seen the video of how fast he was going?
Oh, dude, he was fucking cruising.
He was cruising like 60. Like,
yeah.
For what? Louisiana?
Yeah.
Or,
New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
One of my buddies was there.
No shit.
Yeah. He was at Rick's Cabaret.
Oh, shit.
That's where the crash site was.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, so like there was no way of stopping him. Yeah, we did. We just talked about the assistant DA, Casey. We just talked about the assistant DA. That's why we went back to talking about New Orleans, because we're like, I mean, is there a way that that's not tied in? There's a way, but also it helps fry in your conspiracy theories, trying to make you question things like, okay, Is it a coincidence? Because now you're looking at another coincidence. Here's an assistant DA that just took themselves out right after this event happened in New Orleans. So it's just shit just piles. And then of course my wife's got me watching this fucking show where there's a bunch of weird shit, and you tie that show into some of the shit that's happening. You're like, motherfucker. It opens up your brain to a lot more shit.
Exactly.
Like that.
2025 is going to be basically all of Black Mirror just on steroids.
Yeah, we thought we were fucked on 2024. 2025 is going to be the worst.
Squid Games for sure, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've been going at it now for a little bit here. Would you gentlemen, if I open up a notepad, would you like to have some fun for 2025?
Are we going to do a bingo card?
Want to create a bingo card?
You want to like print it out this time?
I will print it out. We'll make a list, and then I'll create the bingo card. I'll have to find one. I'll make a list of everything, and then I'll print it out, and I'll actually make a full legit bingo card and send it to you guys. So let's have some fun. Are you familiar with bingo cards, JC?
I mean, I play bingo. I don't know what you're doing now. But.
So we're doing a 2025 bingo card, which means we're going to list off a bunch of shit that could possibly happen in the U.S. over the course of this year. And every time we meet up, we'll look at our bingo card and see if we can cross off anything, see if we can get a bingo.
Okay.
A list of things, that can happen between media, politically, or even regards to like these terror attacks that we've been talking about. Anything.
Natural disasters, anything.
Yep. So we'll start off with Gary. Gary, what's one thing you want to add to our bingo card?
I'm going to say there will be a terrorist attack in America.
Go for the most obvious that we talked about. Okay. The most obvious shit. Terrorist attack.
Okay, how about like I guess there's scientists are saying that there's going to be a volcano going off in Oregon this year.
A volcano in Oregon?
That's what they said.
Volcano erupt in Oregon.
Like off the coast of southern Oregon somewhere.
Son of a bitch. I don't know who just sent that. We'll see if it activates. If it doesn't, I will activate it because I know what that was. And that was a swan. That was a swan.
Oh, yes.
So you know what? The swan was the value of a money gun.
Yes.
So a swan goes. I believe that was KC.
Yes.
That one was easy. That one sucked.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that one's even worse.
Back up just a little bit, Mark.
There
a little more.
A little bit more. Back
a little bit more. Come on. Take it to the cheek.
No, screw you. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hold on. I'm going to do one more on the money gun one. Hold on. We're going to give it.
West Coast earthquake. That's
West Coast earthquake. All right. I got you with the West Coast. Hold on. Let me give KC just a little bit more. Loving for that.
I agree with it, though.
I mean, it's hitting your chair. Back up.
Yeah, back
You're talking about it's hit me on the friggin' neck, you dope.
Back
yeah,
up.
That's better. Now back up a little bit more. Like this right here. Just kind of.
Yeah. Take it to
the cheek.
Come on, Mark.
It was hit me here. I've got friggin' red marks on my damn neck. What the hell? For those who are listening on audio, just know what's happening is we're getting GIFs on TikTok, and those GIFs activate a ping pong ball machine that just literally launches ping balls at me.
Yeah, that wasn't 15 seconds, Mark. That was closer to like 5.
That was like 5 seconds. I'll tell you what. I'll start the clock. So
I didn't say 15 seconds, you son of a biscuits.
Yes, you did.
I'm pretty sure it was 15 seconds.
I said 15.1. That's when it activates. Son of a bitch. I'll give you one more. That's like 3.
All right, you ready?
Back
3
up,
shots.
Mark. Back up.
What the hell?
Back up, Mark. To the shoulder. There you go. Come on. Back up. That's bouncing off your headset.
Ah!
There, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just bouncing off of this thing. Mark's not even feel. There you go. Earn your money, Mark. Come on.
Earn your money. Screw you.
Oh, he's still going. That's a trooper.
There
You
it
like
is.
it in the face.
Oh, yeah. Balls to the cheeks.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
I mean, he's used to getting it to the chin.
What's
so
going
it's
on?
easy.
Hello, Anna. How you doing, Anna? Oh, dear God. Okay. There we go. Let's continue the show now. What the hell were we talking about? Because now that I've been pegged with balls, I don't even know what the hell
Mark's
we're
a
talking.
Balchinian.
Oh, dear God. All right.
Bingo card.
A bingo card. That's right. We're on JC. JC, 2 items for the bingo card.
Riots.
Riots. JC says riots. Any specific type of riot or just riots?
I think it's going to be the biggest one you've ever seen.
All right. Big riots. All right. What's the next thing you got?
What do you got, Mark?
You got it.
Well, I'm getting you guys. Gary, you got 2. You got a terrorist attack in the U.S.
Okay.
And volcano erupt in Oregon.
Volcano erupt in Oregon. Let's say
Bridges taken out.
I was going to say bridges taken out, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So bridges taken out.
Yep.
All right, bridges taken out. All right, so let's see. 2025. What do I got here? Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, Gary's already got terror attacks in the U.S., so I can't really do any plane takeovers.
I fucking
yes, Casey, that's what I was just thinking about, because we're already seeing that being planned right now. I'm going to say another pandemic.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to say another pandemic. So we're already seeing that being built up in China right now. They got the quademic that they're already starting to worry about. And here's the funny part. And here's what, I don't know if I told you this, Gary, but when I went grocery shopping, you guys were fucking being smart asses to me on the phone. Okay.
I was not.
I had to go buy some toilet paper. And so I went down the toilet paper and the paper towel lane. They had so much in stock that there was piles up in front of the displays on the floor. So not only was the displays always stocked, but on the floor they had them piled up. And the first thing that came to my mind, and I said it out loud, and some poor old lady was right in front of me. I said, "What are they doing? Planning another pandemic?" And the lady just started cracking up laughing because there's so much toilet paper and paper towels there. That was the first thing that came into my mind. So let's see.
Greetings from New York.
What is going on, Chief Philip? I think someone said a solar flare power out. So
yeah, I saw some solar events come up a couple times on this one.
So I'll go with the solar flare. Solar flare massive power outage. All right, I'll take that too. I'll take those 2. All right, so that's 2, 4. That's 6 items. Let's go back to Gary. All right, I got to stop with these helps.
So should we be more specific on terrorist attacks, or is that?
I mean, if you want to be a specific on a terror attack, go for it, because you can have the terrorist attack.
Metro station attack.
A metro station's happening weekly right now, so that'd be really hard. I mean,
really?
we just had a stabbing in New York on Metro.
Fucking pray this doesn't happen, but like airports.
An airport attack?
Yeah.
All right.
That's terrifying because I'll be flying this year.
All right.
A couple of times.
JC, we'll do 1,000.
All right. Let's see. Record-breaking hurricanes.
Ooh, I like
Record-breaking hurricanes. All right.
Hell, you had tornadoes hit California for the first time ever.
You did. You absolutely did. There is no such thing as a category 6, though, AC.
That's the point, though.
That is the point.
Get a category 6.
They did say that it's potential that there's going to be a new class of hurricanes because of the ones that hit earlier this year.
Right. All right. So record-breaking hurricanes. I'll go with Reptile Mama. That's not a bad idea. A power grid attack.
Yep.
Yeah, that was going to be my next one. Infrastructure.
Power grid.
There will be an internet outage.
Like globally or like just US wide?
I mean, either one. Just internet outage. Like
internet outage. Well, they've already had a couple of countries have been having their wires cut in the ocean.
Oh wow!
You've seen that, right?
No, I haven't.
There's been 2 other countries that have had their internet cables cut in the ocean. Nationwide.
All the more reason for fucking
that's good.
Elon's satellite internet.
Might use that one.
Right. All right, JC, what do you got?
Nationwide liberal breakdowns.
Nationwide liberal breakdown.
Chunky with the good one.
I loved it.
Liberal breakdown. All right, got you.
How about a nuclear plant meltdown?
Damn, nuclear plant meltdown. We're all screwed.
I mean, if a
that.
West Coast earthquake happens, San Diego, the plants down in San Diego could potentially be negatively affected.
Right. God forbid if this ever happens. I hope it doesn't, but I'm going to say another attempt on Trump.
Oh, you just got me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to see it because we're talking about these terrorist attempts coming in. I definitely foresee another attempt on Trump.
And if it's revenge on the Bin Laden thing, then he would probably be a primary target.
Well,
what about an attempt on Musk?
If it was regards to Bin Laden, it shouldn't be on Trump. I mean, unless they're going leader for leader, that would make sense. But you'd have to go after Bush for Bin Laden.
Was it Bin Laden? I thought who did?
No, sorry, it was Obama in office. It was Obama. It was Obama. That's right.
Who did?
It was that. It was
al-Baghdadi or something like that.
Al-Baghdadi, who's the guy? Yeah.
I don't know if that name is right, but yeah, revenge on whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. There's a revenge on their their leader, their military leader, or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got, Gary? Yes, she did, Mom Gaga. Yes, she did, Mom Gaga. She did say that.
What about a collapse of a major dam anywhere in the world?
A dam collapse, okay?
Like a major dam, not just like a
major dam collapse.
Dam. Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to label who says these two, so that way when I put them on the bingo card, we know who says it. JC, what do you got?
I'm gonna do something it's either hit or miss. Now, you got the 19th. I'm gonna say something big happens at the inauguration.
On the inauguration?
Yep.
Okay.
Since you took my Trump
something big on inauguration. And I want to agree with you on that one. I think we may see that one because if you look on some of these TikToks that have gone around, they've called for it on inauguration. They really wanted it on the 6th, but they're not going to get it tomorrow because look at that winter storm. You're not going to, liberals, I'm sorry, are not going to be out there on the 6th. They're not going to try doing another January 6th.
So Mom Gaga said something positive. I will say crypto will go parabolic.
God damn, why you got to use such big fucking words? All right, Gary, right, Gary, explain to us. Crypto will go what?
Crypto will go to the moon.
We'll go to the moon. Okay, I like that one better. Crypto will go to the moon because whatever the parabolic means. All right, Gary, you got to explain to us because everybody's asking what the fuck's parabolic. Explain.
Parabolic is like it'll blow up. It'll just it'll explode.
Well, why don't you just say that?
Yeah, what the fuck, Gary? Talk to us rednecks. Like you should be talking
to
rednecks.
You guys don't know how to fucking read.
I don't. It's backwards.
Oh yeah, you're in Mississippi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, ACC means, do you mean astronomic?
Astronomic, parabolic? I don't know. Isn't it the same thing? Let me Google parabolic.
Oh my God. Did you say something you don't know?
So Mama wants some, parabolic means bell-shaped curve.
So maybe I did use the wrong word.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Gary. What the hell happened over here? Mr. trying to sound all educated and shit.
So
California education.
So the stock went parabolic between Friday and Monday, rallying roughly 38%. So it means it's a surge. If a stock has gone parabolic, it means it's gone up 300%. So fuck you guys.
That fucking California education.
Yeah, well, I barely graduated high school, and I took electoral classes in college for 4 years. So.
You guys, I will fix the ping pong machine for the times. For the meantime, I'll have to fucking just keep pressing the damn button. I'm in my head as we're all talking. I figured out what I did wrong with the freaking programming of it. So I got y'all.
All right. So you got the ping pong going?
I will fix it. No, wait. I will fix it, mother trucker.
No, who just sent you?
No. They sent me a heart me. They sent me a heart me. They didn't send me nothing to activate it. I was just saying.
We're counting it. We're counting it.
I was just saying that I have figured out what happened here because the reaction of it was wrong. So Gary and JC, talk about a topic real quick while I fix this real quick for these people here.
Mark likes to get pegged.
Yes.
So if anybody wants to watch Mark get pegged,
299 tokens to 500. Gun, it'll be even better. That's 17 seconds.
All right.
but we'll have to actually time it because we know Mark likes to
Yeah,
shiest
I
on
will
the time.
time it so y'all
All
don't
right.
get gypped. 'Cause Mark
I'm fixing it now. So if y'all bear with me, I'm fixing it now. Okay.
oh, Marty said push the button.
I'm fixing it. Give me a second, please. I'm fixing it. Okay. So what it was.
Oh, that's crazy. AC is saying pay attention to the ocean for a species to go extinct. I was
Ooh.
actually going to say that there'll be like discoveries of new species.
A discovery of a new species, huh?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Go
They're always
Megalodon.
discovering new shit. Yeah, I just sent you a video, Mark, on X. Somebody posted footage from a trail cam, 100% fake, but they said that they found a velociraptor in
What?
Missouri. Yeah, it's funny.
Oh dear God, that
It
is
looks
crazy.
fake, but it looks funny too at the same time.
Interesting. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit happening right now, y'all. A lot of crazy shit. We'll continue working on that list here in just a second. I am fixing this for those who are sending it and that felt like they're being gypped. And my apologies. Remember, I'm getting used to this stuff, but we are fixing it as we speak. So yeah, it's
Can we
being
say
worked on.
on the bingo card that nobody on the Epstein list will be named this year?
I think they will. I think they will. You don't think that? You don't think Trump will get them their names out there, or Elon?
No.
All right, hold on here. Let me go over here. I fixed that, by the way. So if it doesn't activate, I will activate it. So just know I fixed the timing on it, you guys. So Gary says no Epstein names will be released. That one will have to be an end of a year thing that we'll have to see. So, all right, no Epstein names to be released. All right, JC, what do you got?
Are we doing good or are we doing bad?
Let's try doing one good for each of us.
All right. What about Diddy?
What about Diddy?
He won't make it through the year.
If Diddy did diddle dudes, how many dudes did Diddy diddle?
According to my calculations, if Diddy did diddle dudes, Diddy diddled over 1 billion dudes.
Oh, damn, does that mean Diddy's getting his doodle did?
Oh, most definitely. If Diddy's found guilty, Diddy's definitely getting his doodle hole diddled by dudes with large diddles.
Oh, Diddy done did it now.
Let's go.
So I'm going to say something good, and it needs to happen, but I don't know if it's going to happen in 2025. Housing market goes back down, like kind of inflation deal. Like interest rates are outrageous to buy a house. You got to, where 4 years ago is just say 50,000 could get you a damn good house. Now it's like 125,000.
Yeah,
Right. Well, now what they're saying though with that one though is they're saying like people should be focused on, even when Trump gets into office, like everything's not going to happen obviously right off the bat. It's going to take a year and a half to 2 years. Yeah, it's going to take about a year and a half to 2 years before we actually see a change.
Yeah.
But you know you're going to have all those liberals on there saying, why isn't Trump fixed this yet for a whole fucking year? So they're going to be, why isn't it fixed yet? You guys voted him in here. Why is it still this price? It's going to be going crazy. All right. All right. So for something happening on a positive note, small businesses will nourish again. Because small businesses right now have been suffering underneath this current administration.
Yep. Struggle.
So I'll say small businesses will begin to nourish. Because I'm a small business owner right now, and I can tell you we're struggling. Matter of fact, we just had another local business here close down because they couldn't keep staff. Because they're going flourish. Yes, nourish, flourish. I got you, y'all. Y'all over here corrected me, you motherfuckers. All right. Good thing Gary wasn't here. All right, I fixed it.
The wife locked herself out.
Oh, that's good. She can do that again. All right. Perfect. All right, Gary, We're back
Yo.
to you. I have small businesses will begin to flourish as my positive.
Oh, I like it. I was gonna say that we're gonna see a massive economic recovery.
Right. And it's exactly what I said. I said
Like,
small
that's what you
businesses
said.
were
Yeah,
going to flourish.
yeah.
Yep.
I will say supercomputing will become like there'll be advances in like supercomputing. What is that? Is it the supercomputers or what do they call them?
Well, they're already working on that one. I guess they got this massive machine that's going to be able to fucking be like millions of years in advance on calculating shit.
Is that the Google one?
Yes, the quantum
Quantum
computer. Yes, the
That's
quantum
the
computer.
word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I just want to say like there will be a more concrete advancement in quantum computing.
Okay.
I like someone else put something in the chat earlier saying something about Neuralink. Talking
Yeah, the
about
Neuralink.
like making it like so animals there'll be like some sort of communication with animals. That'd be cool. I don't know if that'll happen in 25, but I definitely think that there's potential for that in the near future.
Right. JC, what do you got?
We good or bad still?
You can do whatever at this point. We've done a few good.
I guess gas prices would be part of the small business and stuff, though.
Yeah, gas price probably be calculating the small businesses. Oh, he's talking about Neuralink. Let alien animals speak.
Let's say this ain't ever gonna happen. Get rid of federal income tax.
Damn. Okay. Get rid of federal income tax.
The theft.
Taxes are fucking.
All right. Since you want to go way out there, I've got one for you. Communication with alien species.
I like it.
This year?
This year.
Within 25?
Within 2025. Yep.
Huh.
Within,
Full disclosure, huh?
Full disclosure. That's what I'm going to go with. Prices of gold jumps from 3,000 an ounce to 6,000. Dear God, that'd be crazy. Sad part is I don't own any gold. I should have bought some gold, but I never did buy gold and silver.
I'd sell everything I gave my wife.
Melt it down. Let's go. Sorry, baby. You're losing this shit. Dear God. Gary, you got anything else? We got quite a bit right now.
How about the first AI movie will be full-length AI movie will be put out.
First full-length AI movie. That would be fucking interesting.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, but boy,
I don't think
boy.
it's going to happen, but not this year at least.
Not this year. Now, they're getting quite good at the advancement of AI, though. The advancement of AI is getting fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right, JC, what do you got?
Let's see. Man, dang. I've hit on all the major points that I want good.
Right. Well, go for some bad if you have to.
Jeez, I mean, the way we're going, we've destroyed the world.
Yeah, absolutely destroyed the world.
I'll add one while he's thinking. That will not happen.
All right.
GTA 6 will be released.
It is. It's already set to be released, just not for PC.
What? When?
Yeah.
What's the release date?
I believe it's in 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, it is. It is set to be released for console. So it'll be released for PlayStation and Xbox, just not PC.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah. So I'm not going to put that one on there because it's already going to be released. We're not giving you a freebie, damn it.
All right. All right. Fine.
Whatever.
I'm
No
gonna take
freebie
something
for
off
you.
Mama Gaga said, I'm not going to say flying car. There's going to be a fully automated car. It can autonomously go. You don't need anything.
Isn't that the Tesla taxi?
They already got that. Yeah, they got the taxi and they got the food delivery, the Domino's.
You can't buy one and own it. You know what I'm saying? I want a sit-in. Like I can go to.
So a civilian car?
If I want to drive to New York, I just push a button and I can sleep, do whatever I want to.
Huh.
All right, because yeah, I was to say
You all know
they
you're not sleeping on that ride, though, big guy.
no, JC be tipping back the bottle.
We can get pegged.
Hey, you know what? The good thing is stop talking about being pegged. It's been nice and quiet over here, so I'm happy.
So Mark
Fully
likes
autonomous.
balls to the face, guys. So feel free to donate. Balls to Mark's pegging.
That's $2.99.
No, y'all don't have to just ignore everything they say over there, just so y'all know.
500, a little money gun. We'll get you 15.
And it should absolutely work now because I figured out what I did wrong with it and I fixed it now. So yeah.
So it'll just automatically happen?
If it doesn't automatically happen, I'll activate it, but I figured out why it was going short. It was still being shot out the same amount because I had to change a couple of things.
Oh.
Push the button. No, Marty, we're not pushing the button to make sure it works. What the hell? I'll tell you what, if JC and Gary can hold a conversation talking about something, I will hit the 500 one for freebie as a freebie to make sure it works.
Hold on, let me get the timer because you cheat.
No, I do not cheat, you son of a bitch.
All right, 15 seconds. Tell me when you're hitting it.
All right, you two fucking carry on your little conversation here and I will test it out. You two ain't talking.
Well, you're not
I'm waiting
testing
on
it.
you.
All
Waiting
right,
on you. I got
I'm
30
pressing the
seconds.
test button now, so.
Mhm.
Yep. It should start any moment. Yep, here it comes.
Oh, I wish it would have hit you when you were looking at it.
Oh.
There you go.
So where's that timer? All right. So 15 seconds. We just gotta make noise for 15 seconds.
Yeah, you can actually carry on a fucking conversation.
No, I mean, what, you run out of balls?
Oh, that was not 15
Dude, you
seconds.
didn't even make 10 seconds. You're terrible. You were like the worst podcast.
I'm the worst pie. I'm trying to bring a friggin' ping pong ball machine and friggin' slap me in the neck and make it look like I got a damn hickey on my friggin' neck.
How many? How much ammo does that thing have?
It holds roughly about 100 in each batch.
Okay, so we've got at least 60 left in there, guys.
In that one batch. So we got 160 total.
Nice.
Yeah. They released the JFK files. That should be on the. Oh, okay. Release of the JFK files.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. More conspiracies will come true.
Chat.
That's just happening every other day.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we can get freedom of speech back.
That ain't happening.
I mean, it'd be absolutely nice if we can get that back. We don't have to worry about being censored on social media. That'd be great. Dear God.
Oh my God. It's a neck, man. Use the other side.
It's a ping pong ball.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. You ain't got a ping pong ball machine being tossed at you.
You're acting like the damn Olympic gold medalist Chinese. No, it's a
Listen,
little
that thing's constantly pegging in the same friggin' spot over
It's
and
hitting
over.
it's hitting your headphone.
Look,
it's bare. You just got a little.
It's hitting in the friggin' neck. It ain't.
You
No,
yourself
whatever.
a couple
You
of
know what,
times
Gary?
to
We're gonna
make it
get you a
red.
damn ping pong ball machine. We're gonna set it up for you to get activated every time I get friggin' a gift, so you get pegged with the shit.
I'm not taking balls to the face for your money.
Damn straight you are.
I was like,
not a chance. Not a chance, dude.
Yeah, damn straight you are. I predict the ping pong machine will not last the entire year. Oh, it will, Ken. It will. It will. My kids have too much fun with it. They literally during the daytime when we're doing it, they'll sit right here by the door and they'll watch me and they'll just laugh. And then they'll go retrieve all the balls. So the kids are doing pretty good. They get a kick out of it. Looks like someone's saying hi to you in a chat. Oh, Marty. I think Marty wants you to talk, JC.
What?
Oh, wait a minute.
Look.
Get the hell out of that chat, JC. Get the hell out of that chat room.
No. You can stay in there.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. JC, Marty. Yeah, JC's wife will yell at him. Okay, JC's wife will yell at him. We good.
Not for a $3 donation.
No, not for a $3 donation. Oh Lord have mercy, y'all suck. I'm keeping an eye on the chat. See, it's funny because I've been watching the chat over here to make sure. But no, we're in for a crazy 2025. That's for absolutely sure. And it's all Gary's fault. I tried telling Gary about some of this shit. And Gary's like, don't be a negative Nancy. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, something bad's going to happen. And now we're starting to see bad shit starting to pop off.
I mean, look, like I said earlier, I'm optimistic, but I do think some crazy shit's gonna happen. I just hope that the recovery or the rebound is. I'm hoping a couple of things. A, it's not as bad as it's being painted to be.
Right.
Anything is terrible, so I mean that sucks in general. But I hope it's not as bad, and I hope that when we come out on the other side, that America, its people, the division that we have, I hope it turns around a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure you do.
Oh, my neck.
2025 will definitely be a year to remember. And yeah, we are having some of the coldest times of the year, aren't we? It can stop now. Thank you. Dear God. You son of a bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, JC, get the hell out of the chat, you son of a bitch. We're not even carrying a conversation right now. We're just watching Marco get over and get pegged by friggin' ping pong balls on the same damn spot as Marty's telling you he loves you. Oh, my God.
Back up a little bit, Mark.
Perfect.
Back up a little bit.
Back up, dude.
Back up. Just there you go. Right. Oh, yeah. Now it's getting good. This is why we're here.
Yeah. We're here to watch Mark get pegged. Dear God. I have to fill that damn thing up. JC, you son of a bitch. You're going to empty the damn hopper.
Hopper.
Yeah, the hopper, JC. Fuck. Dear God. Oh. That shit sucks.
That was not 15 seconds, though.
That was not 15 seconds. You screwed me on that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, an airsoft gun? No, they talk.
I was going to say the next one's Interstellar.
Fuck yeah, I have to fill the hopper. I have to fill the hopper.
Run out of ammo here.
And I would legitimately probably stop recording on this damn machine because they don't need to hear it on the audio here. We going, They'll be like, what the hell's going on? They're loving the chat. Best thing. You guys, the hopper's almost empty. Yeah, we may have to fill the machine up for everybody.
All right.
Oh, dear God. That shit stings. Y'all don't. That shit.
You're a little bitch. Fuck
you. I'm going to even take a picture. I don't even know how the side of the neck actually looks. It's lurks. Lurks. There's something's lurking over here. JC fucking lurking my damn chat. Get out of it, JC. That's holy shit. I'm going to send you both the friggin' text message right now telling me it's not pegging that damn good. Oh, dear God. It looks like I got a damn Indian sunburn.
Racist.
No, it's what they call it, Gary. Haven't you remember when you do the kid and you grab the arms and you do the twisty? They called it an Indian sunburn.
That's what? I don't even see anything.
That kind of does look like a dick.
Fuck you.
That's barely anything, Mark.
Yeah. I mean,
you guys, we got to get Gary.
35 seconds.
We got to get Gary a damn ping pong ball machine so he can start getting pegged. I got to pick all the shit up after the show. Dear God, what a show, though. All right, y'all. So we talked about the terrorist attacks. We talked about shit that Sarah Adams has talked about. We talked about Vegas. We talked about Louisiana. We made a bingo card here. Is there anything I'm missing? Gary. JC.
No, not really. I mean,
we touched all the bases.
Yeah, we touched all the bases.
All right. For audio and everybody else on social media, TikTok, maybe we'll chat with y'all for a few minutes, but we're going to end every other stream like this. Give me 1 second, y'all.
You've been listening to the Mark G Show.
Wait, Marty says major changes in weather. Oh, yeah, we added the hurricanes. I think I'm waiting for Maine to get a hurricane. We have yet to get one here in Maine. We have yet to get one here, man. I'm going to turn down the audio of that outro again, though. All right, let's try the outro. Hold on, TikTok. We'll chat with y'all for a few minutes.
You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that's why we created this show. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But until then, make sure to reach out on social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at The Mark G Show. And to email the show, it's on air at themarkgshow.com. Take care, and we'll see you next time on The Mark G Show.
All right, let's see if I can do this here. We're going to end that one. We're going to end that one. Rumble and X. There we go. We should be off all those ones, and we have to stay on Twitch and TikTok. Fuck you guys. Holy shit. That pegging hurt, you bastards.
See.
Yeah, so we're live on just TikTok now. Major change. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the East Coast. Maine has not seen an actual hurricane in years. See, I moved over here just in time. Yeah, Ryan, you absolutely did, my man. I almost, I did not end the audio. I just did that. Quit your whining. You want? Yeah, Marty, I know, Marty. I kept saying I wanted it, and I got it. The next thing I got to do is figure out the silly string thing. That's the next thing I got to figure out how they do that. Have you seen that one? So they got a little device that sets, I think it sits on their monitor, and when they get a certain gift, it literally shoots silly string all in their face. So their face is getting fucking a shit ton of silly string in their face, plus getting pegged with balls. You're welcome. I can pray I can help you with that. I appreciate. I gotta wait and see how they do. I think they made up their own machine for that. I gotta ask them about that one. I think they did a 3D print of that one, so I gotta figure out how they did it. And then they just put an onboard chip on it. Escaped in South Korea. What?
A monkey?
Just recently? I knew they had that happen. That happened like a month ago, didn't it? The monkeys? I think that happened.
Yeah, the monkeys got out a while ago in South Carolina.
Yeah, I thought that happened a while ago. Have they got them all?
I think they did. It took them like a week or two. I think they found most of them. I don't know if they got them all, but I know they got allegedly most of them.
Gotcha. Let's see here. I'm just looking over in fucking Twitter to see if there's anything new. Still, the Prime Minister. That's it. Come and take it. Arrest London. Oh, yeah. Here you go, Gary. Let's go to screen share. This is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Breaking. London's police chief threatens arrest of Americans over online posts, says we'll come after you.
Yeah. How? What? Like how? They don't have any jurisdiction, and they're on the other side of the pond. So,
yeah. Elon posted, "You have finger guns. We have real guns."
Yeah.
North Korea. Oh, what? An hour ago?
Yeah, North Korea launched some ballistic missiles.
And this just happened in southeast side of Ellensville, Indiana.
What is this?
Hold on. I'm not sure. Let me make it so you guys... Hold on. Let me make it so you can hear our audio. Give me a second here. I got to fix it so you guys can hear the audio. Give me one sec.
Holy fuck.
Sounds like a tree might have busted out there. Jesus, that dog made me jump. Oh, shit. Damn.
What is it?
Well, so much for that, huh?
Power lines. Power
lines. So I think they don't.
Like, what's going on?
In Indiana, well, Evansville, Indiana, they do get snow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but it looks like they got like snow that it turned into or it looks like either A, they had snow, they got an ice storm, or they had an ice storm, now it's turning into snow. And it got too heavy, and my guess is the branches started hitting the power lines and knocked out the power lines. And it caused that to happen on them. That's exactly what happened there. And that's, oh, dude, that's so fucked up.
But his electricity stayed home because his lights are on in the damn.
And they did. So either his generator, you hear the wife, get in the house. Get in the goddamn house.
Look at all that red.
Dude, that shit was popping good. Let's see. This Truth Paul, he posts a lot of fake stuff. I follow him, but he posts a lot of fake stuff. Because he's saying ongoing drones incursion of our JFK airport in New York. I haven't heard any of that lately. Everybody's bitching about the whole verified thing. There's an ice storm sweeping across. Yeah, I know. I saw that. We're supposed to possibly get hit with a big snowstorm, but I think it's going to miss us. I'm just looking right now, see if we see anything else new that we can talk about real quick.
Hey, Haktua.
Haktua pregnant?
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Damn, did you get that in jail?
I guess she didn't hawk to that.
So what is the what's the community note say? What is
This photo's old. It's from November 2024 photo dump. Also, the swimsuit is in 2K. New Dior swim is approximately 1K, but resells and goes for significantly less.
Oh, stupid.
Yeah. South Korea military says North Korea fired missile into Eastern Sea. Dear God. There's a drone show for you.
Yeah, see, the drones are pretty gnarly.
They are. I'd love to see a show like that, but that's also a show that just, I don't even know what happened to that kid, but I think it almost took a kid's life in Florida.
Yeah, I hope that little guy's all right.
Right.
That's just super unfortunate.
Yeah, I think they malfunctioned, didn't they?
Yeah.
Into each other.
Yeah, they all started falling out of the sky and shit, and one of them came down and friggin' slammed on the kid's chest. Streamers, check your OBS settings. The last OBS update reset. A lot of my setting. Oh shit. Venezuelans in Colorado and Haitians in Ohio. But did you know the Hondurans roam the streets of San Francisco?
Not surprising.
Border, which says, while out in Lurkville by myself, I encountered a group of men who had just crossed illegally through a gap in the wall. The organized crime south of the border took an electric saw to the wall until it was breached. Do you recognize any of these guys?
Where's everybody coming from? Synagogue? Where are you going? Hold on, get in the line right here, right here. Hey, where are you going? Synagogue. We're from Synagogue, but where are you going? Right here, they'll pick you up right here. You
Michigan,
can have a seat
Michigan.
here. Huh?
Michigan.
Michigan, you?
Senegal. No, from Belgium.
St. Louis. St. Louis, you?
New York.
New York, you?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, you? Thank you.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio, thank you. Where are you going? New York. Where are you going?
We're just saying random cities.
Right.
Atlanta, thank you. You? Atlanta? You?
New York.
New York, thank you. You?
New
York. New York, all right.
Yeah, New York.
New York, Atlanta, New York?
Yeah, New York.
And you stay?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
California.
California, and you?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. I said, have a seat right here.
Dear God.
None of them said Mississippi.
No, none of them said Mississippi.
Nobody wants to go to Mississippi.
Right? What the hell's in Mississippi? But a bunch of fucking mud. Oops, wait, did I just go to the wrong screen? I did. Son of a bitch. There we go. Alex J is talking about another January 20th biovirus. No New Jersey. There was a New Jersey in there, AC. There was someone that said New Jersey.
No, I think he's saying no New Jersey.
Oh, but yeah, as far as the biovirus, we were talking about that because they're talking about the quademic, but that new virus that's out in China right now. Same thing happened during the C-19. JC's over there spying on his employees.
Yeah, I am.
He's checking the camera. What are they doing?
My alarm just went off, and I was like, well, who's going in there? It's my general manager. He's going to check shit out, I guess. I don't know.
Well, shit, gentlemen, I've got a shit ton of balls to pick up off the floor. So, yeah, I think we're going to end this here so I can pick up a shit ton of balls.
In your mouth.
You son of a bitch. I had so many balls to pick up, and I got to figure out this machine. I'm going to have to set up my chair and do some test fires and figure it out the next day or two.
Yeah, it needs to hit you in the face, not the neck.
The neck is pretty damn good.
Half of those shots hit your headset.
That's okay. That's okay. The headset can take a brunt.
Yeah, well, next time you got to take it off.
What?
Yeah, next time you just got to take it off during the
pegging.
During the pegging, you got to take it off.
You son of a bitches. Making up new rules as we go, huh?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, it's got to be legit. People got to get their money's worth, man.
Yeah.
Hi, Mama Gaga. Have a good one. Oh, man, you son of a bitches. All right, y'all. Hold on, TikTok. We'll see y'all later. The TikTok end.